XX is a horror anthology film featuring 5 female directors at the helm. 5 female voices is the gimmick here. It is a response to the extreme lack of female talent working in this genre today. I believe that projects like this are necessary to the cause, and I sincerely hope that they continue to pop up. If not in XX2, then in some other form or series. There certainly is a unique voice on display here. I was very much looking forward to this film. That is why it gives me no pleasure to speak of my disappointments in the film. I did enjoy most of it, but not all of it. The last 2 shorts are superior to the 2 that precede them. But the opening short comes really close to greatness, but it's ultimately let down by its conclusion. So overall, 3 of the 4 segments work in their own ways. And in a horror anthology, 3 out of 4 ain't bad. It just isn't great. I feel that if the weaker segments were spread out more among the stronger ones, it might have made a difference. The wraparound segments were inventively composed using stop-motion animation. They have a creepily beautiful aesthetic and serve as a positive highlight of the film. The first segment, The Box, begs to be dissected. It is a multi-layered internal piece. The narrative is ambiguous and is ultimately left up to the viewer to define. There is a moment of confusion that occurs within the story that could potentially distract and remove the viewer from the narrative flow. The segment's 3 endings are unnecessary, at least the last 2, and not as satisfying as one would hope. The second segment, The Birthday Party, is visually stylish with quirky and slightly retro costume design, but its dark humor often falls flat. It is also light on story. The short's musical score is overbearingly loud to the point of distraction. The score is also awkwardly placed within each scene. The third segment, Don't Fall, is where the action starts. It is a fun and exciting creature feature segment that is reminiscent of classic EC comics. The characters are established efficiently well with little time to do so. The creature effects are grotesque and terrifying. The humor works much better here than in the Birthday Party segment. The story is also very light here, but that can be forgiven in a horror anthology. The fourth and final segment is called Her Only Living Son. It plays like a sequel to Rosemary's Baby, with elements of The Omen thrown in. The lead performance by Christina Kirk is the highlight performance of the entire film. It is effectively very powerful and reminiscent of Essie Davis's motherly role in The Babadook. So at the very least, XX ends with a successful bang. It may not be the best that the subgenre has to offer, but it is still a decent effort and a good step in the right direction of female directors growing and prospering in the industry.